Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Lower your volume and focus. Today's vlog is not going to be very comfortable. It is necessary. Number one, we begin 2400 years ago with Plato, a man who did not actually hate people but understood the crowds. The ship of state, where noise defeats knowledge, popularity replaces wisdom, and democracy slowly walks forward towards chaos until tyranny arrives wearing the mask of choice. Number two, we move to modern India, where cow slaughter is banned. Halal is demonized at home. Muslims are targeted on the streets, yet the same state quietly earns billions exporting beef and issuing a government halal certificates to Muslim countries. Morality for votes, meat for money, hypocrisy as a policy. Number three, we expose a crisis closer to home. Pakistan's prisons, overcrowded cells, shared syringes, silent abuse, and an HIV epidemic spreading behind bars, with Khyber Pakhtunkhwa on top. A health disaster waiting to explode beyond the prison walls. Three stories, one theme: power without accountability, truth without applause, silence with consequences. Watch till the end, because comfort lies in ignorance, and this vlog refuses to provide it. Segment 1, let's discuss Plato and democracy. Well, he did not despise people, but because he understood the crowds. And that too, 2,400 years back. He used a metaphor, simple, merciless. The ship of state. Imagine a ship at sea, storm rising, rocks ahead. The sailors argue. Everyone wants to steer. No one understands navigation. They vote. The loudest sailor wins. Not the one who knows the stars, but the one who flatters the crew. The real navigator? Ignored, mocked, called elitist. The ship crashes. Plato said that this is democracy, not ruled by wisdom, ruled by popularity. In his world, Athens executed Socrates by democratic vote. Truth lost to numbers. Plato did not fear tyranny. He feared ignorance with power. Because when votes decide truth and applause decides leadership, the state stops asking who is qualified and starts asking who is liked. Democracy, Plato warned, decays naturally. First comes freedom without discipline. Then, opinions replace expertise. Then, demagogues promise everything. And then, chaos begs for order. And finally, tyranny arrives, wearing the mask of the people's choice. Well, Plato was not anti-people. He was anti-illusion. He believed a state should be guided by those trained to govern, just as ships are guided by the navigators, not the passengers. The ship of state does not sink because of storms. It sinks because everyone thinks they can steer. And that question Plato left behind still burns today. Should power belong to the many or to those who actually know where the ship is going? Well, the sea has not changed. Only the ship has grown larger. Do let me know in the comments below. Segment 2. Let's now discuss hypocrisy within India. India becomes the world's third largest beef exporter, with shipments worth 3.2 billion. Inside the country, some hate-driven groups keep targeting Muslims in the name of halal. Shops are harassed. The atmosphere is poisoned. And outside the country, the Indian government itself is issuing halal certificates. Yes, you heard me right. For the first time, Oman has officially recognized India's government-issued halal certificate. Earlier, companies had to run after multiple private agencies. Now the government certificate alone will be accepted. The government is calling this a major achievement. APIDA and the Quality Council of India will manage it through a centralized system so Indian meat and food products can be exported easily to nearly 50 Muslim majority countries. Well, let's be clear. Halal simply means a product made according to Islamic rules. So here's the real question. If halal is a mark of trust abroad, if halal earns billions in exports, if halal is a government success story, then why is the same word used to spread hate inside India? This is not confusion. This is deliberate hypocrisy. Share this video, ask the questions, break the silence, and remember, top beef export firms are run by Hindus and Jain families. If I told you the same country that bans cow slaughter in over 20 states is quietly making 30,000 crore rupees a year by exporting beef, well, this is India, the world's second largest beef exporter, earning over $3.74 billion annually by selling meat to countries it cannot even pronounce without triggering controversy. A shocking number of India's top beef export firms are run by Hindu and Jain families. Yes, the same Jain community that demands meatless Mondays for your local vendors while shipping frozen flesh by the ton. But here's the twist. To fool the Awam, the Janta, they say the beef is not from the cows, it's from the buffaloes. Really? Segment 3. HIV in Pakistan prisons. KP on the top. HIV enters prisons through shared drug syringes, common shaving blades, unsterilized medical tools, and unprotected intercourse. Pakistan's prisons are being silent hotspots for an HIV epidemic. In 2025, 645 prisoners in Punjab tested HIV positive. Adiala jail leads with 148 cases, followed by jails in Lahore, Gujranwala, Faisalabad, and Kot Lakhpat. Punjab's prisons hold 61,000 inmates despite having space for only 37,000 overcrowded cells. They are breeding grounds for illnesses. Covert drug supply networks operating within the jails allow the virus to spread among other inmates through syringe sharing. There is also a gender problem. Human Rights Watch warns that weak oversight and a lack of gender sensitivity inside the prisons leave women and transgender inmates vulnerable to abuse, a hidden driver of HIV risk. Well, how can this epidemic be contained? Number 1, reduce prison overcrowding. 2, regular HIV awareness inside the jails. 3, drug rehabilitation centers within the prisons. 4, strong accountability and protection for vulnerable inmates. Well, inmates serving their sentences look forward to the day when they will finally escape their life of containment. Unfortunately, as an HIV/AIDS epidemic finds its way inside prisons across the country, inmates trapped inside cells of sickness never know whether they will live to see the light of freedom. According to the UN AIDS estimate, as of 2023, there are approximately 2,97,052 people living with HIV/AIDS in Pakistan, with Khyber Pakhtunkhwa reporting the highest prevalence rate of 20 cases per 100,000 population, followed by Sindh with 6 cases, Punjab with 5, and Balochistan with 3 cases in the same sample size. This is your very own Priya Farooq. Keep watching 360 Digital English. Take care. Allah Hafiz.